GM, this is Rahat from Protocol Explorer, and today we're going to be talking about something that is taking the account abstraction space by storm, and that is EIP 3074, which has been approved for inclusion in the upcoming Petra hard fork of Ethereum. But before we dive into what 3074 is, what the benefits are, I want to first bring attention over to 4337, which is the current standard for account abstraction in the EVM space. In the 4337 flow, you use what's called a smart account or a smart contract wallet in order to replace your existing EOA or externally owned account. This is your regular wallet you might be used to from your MetaMask or your Trust wallet or Coinbase wallet, etc. The reason your smart account replaces your EOA is because you get access to features like gas abstraction, session keys, and more. This is largely not a big issue for new users. It actually removes a lot of friction points for users to be able to even start transacting on chain. However, it doesn't really address users that are already transacting on chain, users that are already used to using their EOAs. What EIP 3074 proposes is that you continue to use your EOA, but your EOA can be used to sign and delegate permissions to a smart contract, which we'll refer to as an invoker contract moving forward. The invoker contract then has permissions to transact on your behalf. So what are the benefits here? 1. Gas abstraction. Gas abstraction is the ability to allow dApps to sponsor gas fees on behalf of the end user, or allow dApps to flexibly let users pay for gas in ERC20 tokens. Next, we have transaction batching, or bundling transactions together into one single one. This is a great boon for both security and gas efficiency. Imagine being able to come into a DEX and in one single click being able to perform both an approval and a swap without having any infinite approvals left over afterwards. Another cool use case mentioned on this thread from 0xCygar is the ability to do things like social recovery. Imagine having a compromised wallet, but because you have a couple of invoker contracts with some social recovery rules, you can move compromised assets from the compromised wallet over to a brand new one. Now, how are these use cases actually achieved? These are through two brand new opcodes called auth and auth call. The auth opcode is used to give permission to an invoker contract to perform some action on your behalf. The auth call opcode is used by the invoker contract to actually take the permission that it was given and perform that actual action. So let's go back to the DEX example. I want my end users to be able to flexibly pay for their swaps in ERC20 tokens, let's say in USDC. What they do is sign a message giving permission to an invoker contract to be able to perform the swaps on their behalf. And whenever it's time to charge them for the gas fees, they're charged in ERC20 tokens such as USDC instead of in the native gas token. Now, it's important to note that these use cases are already possible in the ERC 4337 flow. However, the 307 flow allows me to simply keep my EOA, keep transacting with it, rather than having to think about a brand new smart account. Some of the top builders in the 4337 space believe that this is a good transitionary period between an EOA and a smart account. Whether that happens or not still remains to be seen. In part 2 of this video, we're actually going to be looking at some of these arguments of why this transition period is good for the account abstraction space, and we'll also be looking at some security concerns that folks have flagged around 3074 as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, and put on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.